Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, but I'm back here with an IFR flight with some rainy weather up in Norway. Today we're going to be flying from Stavanger to Bergen, so not a terribly long flight, but I am glad to say that it is fully staffed with ATC. And I wanted this to be an IFR flight, but the weather closed in, and so here we go. We're flying in the beautiful livery, the Spirit of Tonsberg. I've flown in this aircraft myself in Norway last year, so if you want to see a video of that, should be a link in the description. Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. The real Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo has a G1000 avionics suite. Unfortunately, A2A doesn't have the G1000, but we do have the Garmin GTN750 inlay, which is kind of halfway to a G1000. I think it's just as good as a G1000, to be honest. Anyway, so we're going to be using this today on our way up to Bergen. And as you can see on Plan G, I've just set myself up a short route. So that's what we're going to be using. We're going to set this in now. I've already done my startup. It's usually better just to get the startup out of the way. If you want to see videos of the C172 walk around and startup, there's definitely enough of those on the internet by now. So, but if you want to see that again, yeah, just let me know in the comments below. So let's just get set up. So the first waypoint is well, actually, let's talk to Tower first, actually, and get an IFR clearance. As you can see on, we are listed. That's good. So we need to first talk to Tower and get our clearance, and hopefully he might give us a SID. Depends what he wants us to do. But well, actually, before talking to Tower, let's fill in a flight plan. So let's just delete what I was doing this morning. ZV to ENBR, I believe, is Bergen. This is going to take us no more than, I hope, about 30 minutes. I think it's probably only going to take me half an hour, but let's just say I've got the fuel in here for 2 hours and 30 seconds. Cruise speed is 100 knots. Let's say altitude 3,000 feet. So so he's still equipped. I think it's a 2Ps. I don't know. Right, so that's ENZV to RSV to that's KRM to STD lols. KRM STD ENBR. Yes. IFR, send file flight plan. Bam. Okay, so we're going to be using the touch functionality of the GTN. So, ooh, excuse me, that is my phone. Right, tower is 11835. So let's click on standby and go 11835, and then hit enter, and then hit COM1 to swap them over. And it's really cool, actually. Just below it, it says ENZV tower, so the 750 actually knows what we're on at the moment. Okay, so let's give a cold call to the tower. Oh, what is out there? 737. Let's just make sure my microphone is like so, and ready to call. Stavanger Tower, good evening, Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo.
Lima November Foxtrot Tango, correction, Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, Sola Tower.
Good evening, Stavanger Tower. Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, requesting IFR clearance to Bergen with information Bravo, QNH 1013.
Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, confirm you want a VFR flight plan or IFR?
IFR, please, for Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo.
Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, Stanga.
Okay. He obviously wasn't expecting us to go IFR then. But that's what we do. Because we're crazy. We do stupid things on this channel. Things that people do not expect. So we're going to have to taxi down. We're going to have to taxi down Golf. All the way down Golf to like Echo 1 holding point or Golf 7 holding point for 3-6. You can see right there. See, we don't even need Navigraph charts whenever we got the GTN 750. See, just down Golf. All the way down to Echo 1.
Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, could you please reconnect? Because I don't have your IFR flight plan yet.
Do you see it now?
Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, negative. Please, could you try and reconnect because I did a fail. I made a flight plan for you because I needed to see where you were. So now you can't load your flight plan. So sorry for that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just disconnect and reconnect. Okay, shall I resubmit a flight plan now?
Remember Foxtrot Tango Echo, could you just type in the flight plan for me, please, in text? Remember Foxtrot Tango Echo, thank you, just stand by.
Okay. Yeah, so Bravo Kilo 482 Helsinki.
Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, could you please confirm your aircraft type? Is it a Cessna 172?
A-firm Cessna 172 for Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo.
Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, roger, there was Cessna 172, and which altitude do you want to fly on?
Anywhere between 3, 4 or 5,000 feet would be suitable for Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo.
Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, confirm between 3,000 to 5,000.
Let's say 4,000 feet for Foxtrot Tango Echo, thanks. He wants to be definite.
Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, 4,000 feet, copy.
Okay. You're welcome. Veldig bra, veldig bra. Vare. I think weather is vare, or vare in Norwegian. Oh, I haven't tried to learn any Norwegian in a long time though, so I'm very rusty. Not that I knew any very much in the first place, but I do know the difference between veldig bra and veldig godt. There is a difference there.
Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, you are clear to destination. Climb via the flight plan. You're cleared initially 4,000 feet and score cleared 5474.
That is cleared to my destination initial climb 4,000 feet and via the flight plan route. and squawk 5474 Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. Thank you.
Remember, Foxtrot Tango Echo reads like it's correct, and sorry for the flight plan difficulties. It's totally my fault.
No problem, thanks. Okay, now we've got a flight plan verified from tower. Let's go.
And remember, Foxtrot Tango Echo, service approved, QNH1013, and just give me a call when you're ready for taxi.
Start and push approved, QNH1013, and we'll call for taxi, Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. Okay, right. So that is RSV. That is not Rotterdam. Sorry. That is definitely not Rotterdam. Oh, RSY. Yeah, there you go. Small difference. Small but important. KRM. KRM. There we go. After KM, STD. LOLs. 53 nautical miles, sounds good. And ENBR. ENBR. But at that point, when we get over to Bergen, he'll probably give us the ILS. Okay, so let's just... Yep, so there's the flight plan in there. So that is that. So let's just not get ahead of ourselves here. When he's going to give us out to Stavanger approach, which is 1196. So let's just put that in standby. 11960. 1196. That's approach. You see, it even says approach there. That's fantastic. And our QNH is 5474. 5474. Enter. On standby. Let's make it on. Let's leave it on standby just for the moment. And leave mode Charlie for the moment until we get to the runway threshold. Okay, so pushback and startup approved. We've done that. We need to request taxi. Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo requesting taxi to the active.
Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, expect the runway 36 for departure, taxi go, hold short of runway 11.
That's taxi to, using Golf to runway 36, and just to confirm, am I cleared to cross runway 11, or do you want me to hold before 11? Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo.
Lima Foxtrot Tango Echo, since you're a Cessna 172, I think you are able to take off from the intersection between runway 11 and 36. Are you able to do that?
Yes, thank you, will do. So I'll taxi to taxi via Golf to Golf 5, and then I'll hold short of the runway on runway 11, Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. That was weird. I was kind of making my own rules up as I go there. Okay. So I read back, and he hasn't told me that I said anything wrong, so I'm imagining he's totally fine with what I just said. So out I come. Okay, so let's go to my next. Before takeoff, seatbelts checked, doors checked, flight controls free and correct, flight instruments checked, T's and P's are all good. Let's just not taxi too quickly. And let's not. Yeah. Mixture is rich, fuel quantity checked, Fuel selector valve is on both. Copy. Throttle 1800. I already did a mag check before I started the video actually, so I won't bother with that now. Let's just... Oh! Yeah, I need to actually be on the taxiway. I thought I was. The taxiway is right here. Where is the center line for the taxi? Is it right there? Is that it? Oh, that's it. That's the center line. It's just weird. This is default scenery, so... Okay, so, continuing through our checklist. Throttle, dun 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 dun, wing flaps, that's fine. Okay, takeoff, wing flaps set. Let's put 10 degrees of flaps in. Mixture rich, lean above 3,000 feet for max RPM. Throttle slowly advance to full. Slightly lift nose up to 55. Climb speed 70 to 80. Wing flaps, then retract. Okay. Okay, let's just get some heat into the cabin here. Cockpit ventilation. Let's bring in some heat, like so. Cool. So here we are, folks. It's been a while since I've made a video. It's just been... I've been very busy. I've changed jobs. I now actually work on an airfield, which is massively, massively cool. I work part-time on an airfield at the moment, hoping to go full-time soon. So I've some pretty crazy shift patterns these days. So it's just one of those things about balancing life, really. So there's the 737. It's just me and him at the moment. Let's just not taxi too fast. Let's just be conscious of our ground speed is at 14 knots currently. Let's just make sure that we don't go ahead. I've got 5 degrees Celsius, so it's above freezing, and it is May, so it's not going to be sub-zero on the ground, but I definitely feel like if we get up to 4,000 feet, we might come across some colder areas where we might need some anti-ice or just we need to be careful of that because we don't actually have any anti-ice in a 172. That's the issue. So yeah, we can't go too high, or else we'll freeze and get too heavy and fall and die. So yeah, yeah. So it's been a while since I've last done a video.
Do you remember Hostel Tango Echo confirm you have QNH 1013?
A firm QNH 1013 for Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. Yep.
Lima Hostel Tango Echo, very well, via runway 11, hold short of runway 36.
Via runway 11, hold short of runway 36, Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, thank you. Okay, so he just gave me the clearance, well, not the clearance, he gave me the permission to hold. So basically he's saying hold, he cleared onto runway 11 and hold short of 36 right here, so that's what he's saying. And as we get close to the runway, we will have our we will have a landing light on. And now
you remember Hostel Tango Echo, could you just check it for me that you have a Boeing 737-900 behind you, because I have power view and I can't seem to see him, but I can see you, so I just have that question for you.
A firm, we have the Boeing 737-900 in sight. He's just behind me, standing still on the taxiway, and looks like he's ready for push and start. This is fun.
Do you remember Hostel Tango Echo? Thank you for that. I'm going to see if I can handle the problem. So thank you.
Yeah. These Norwegian controllers are very chatty. It's nice. But then there's only me and him, so it's not like... yeah, push and start approved. There we go. So this is the VFR hold line for runway 11/29. We're able to cross this. We've been cleared to cross this. There is no VFR hold line for the runway intersection we're going to use, which is... so we're just going to use our own discretion when holding. I'm going to give it a good, 50 feet maybe. So. And even though the weather is rainy, the fact that it's QNH 1013 means that it's a fairly stable pressure. QNH 1013 is the standard barometric pressure anyway, so.
Tango Echo, correction, Lima Foxtrot Tango Echo, you need to do your run-ups, or have you already done that?
I already did the... Actually, no. I'll sit here for a few minutes and do my run-up, if that's okay. Thanks. Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. We'll call you when I'm ready for departure.
Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, Roger, just hold short for now, and yeah, again, just hold short.
Yep, okay, so I already did them, but now that he's actually asked me, and it's pretty dead here at Stavanger, I might as well do them again just to show you folks. So let's actually go back in the checklists to the run-up section here. So this is throttle set to 1800 RPM. That's about 1800 RPM right there. Okay, mag check, and we're looking for a... Oh. Okay, that's fine. So looking for the drop of 150. That's quite choppy, actually. Let's check the right one. There's a bit of a drop there, but it's not as choppy. Listen to the left one again. I don't like that. That's fantastic that that's actually modeled and we can see that and hear that. So one thing I'm going to check whenever I am landed in Bergen is I'm going to check my spark plugs and my cylinders as well. But yeah, okay, so that's my run-up. Let's check engine vacuum ammeter check. So that is... well, that was the vacuum actually. Yeah, so let's keep it up at 1800. Let's check the vacuum. It is just within the green, which is fine. Yeah. Amps are stable in the middle. Yeah. T's and P's still look good. So I call that ready for departure. Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo ready for departure. Okay.
Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, Roger, line up and wait 36.
Line up and wait 36, Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. Okay, just double checking we've got approach on standby and 1196. And actually what we could have done as well is
Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, wind 320 degrees at 1 knots, runway 36, clear to take off.
Clear takeoff, runway 36. Thank you very much. Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. Okay. So, takeoff. Wing flaps are set, mixture rich. Throttle slowly advance to full. And lightly lift nose at 55. That's 40. I can feel the crosswind there. There we go, already. Lifting the nose. Nose is up, we're off. And just keeps stable until we hit about 70 to 80 climb speed, which is there.
Sola, tower, position tower, request clearance to Bergen. Last station calling, close on repeat.
Okay, it's just trimming. And okay, we're going to get ready for...
Sola tower, Bergen, 312. Then this information Bravo, West Cleveland to Bergen. Eleven 312, are you able to
Okay.
take a Aluva 1 hotel departure? Do you have that in your SMS? I need to check that in a moment.
Okay, gonna arm the altitude there. So climbing to 4,000 feet. Middle marker. Oh crap. What I didn't do. Yeah. That's what I didn't do. Oh well. I did it now.
Lima Foxtrot Tango Echo, contact Sola approach on frequency 119.6. Have a nice flight. Bye-bye.
Over to frequency 119.6. Thank you very much. Good evening, Lima November, Foxtrot Tango Echo. Lima approach. Good evening, Lima November, Foxtrot Tango Echo, with you climbing through 1,500 feet inbound to Romeo Sierra Yankee.
Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. Hello, Sola radar identified. Go direct Helgesund.
Helgesund?
Question Lima Tango Echo, clear direct Kalmar.
That is...
Lima Tango Echo, question Kalmar VR. Proceed direct Kalmar VR of Lima Tango Echo.
Proceed direct Carmoy VOR for Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. Hard to hear what he's saying actually. Direct flight plan Carmoy activate. Bam. That is how fun the GTN 750 is in an IFR environment. So incredibly intuitive and just easy. It's just easy. It helps you run the aircraft smoothly. So now we're getting up a little bit higher. You can see temperatures dropped to 2 Celsius. So speed is at 82 knots. We don't want it to drop too far below 80. But we've not got that much further to climb. Let's actually just hit down a couple of times to bring our rate of ascent down to 700 instead. So 1,000 to go almost. So it's a really nice little short flight. Oh, we got some snow here still. This is a part of Norway I haven't flown in too much, but the coast really is lovely. Really is lovely. So we've got 1,000 to go. Let's just double check the baro of... That is 1010. Yep. So that's the autopilot has the same barometric pressure setting as our altimeter calibration setting does. So that means that it will climb us exactly to 4,000 and level off there. So okay. So as we're on approach, I was going to grab a little bit of time. As you can see, I've actually put 126.5 in COM2, and 126.5 is Stavanger control, and then after Stavanger control we're going to go to Bergen approach, which is 121. Okay, and so whenever we're ready to go over to Stavanger control, instead of fiddling around with frequencies, I just hit COM2 instead of COM1, and then that means we start actively talking on the other frequency. So okay, so we've hit our cruise. Lovely. That was a nice short cruise, or short climb. So at some point he should be handing us off to control. We'll see. He might be handing us off to control, or he might be handing us directly to Bergen approach. We'll see what he says. Well, Stavanger control doesn't have hardly anyone else to look after at the moment, so actually having a C172 to look after isn't a bad idea. He's got a DC-3 inbound from Sombra. That's cool to Bergen. I might actually see him on my way inbound Bergen if he's 150. Well, actually, he's 157 knots, and I'm 74 knots. So actually ground speed 110 at the moment, so I'll probably make it to Bergen before he does. And it's 0 degrees Celsius, so we've got to be careful of ice at this point. There's not a lot we can do about ice at this point, actually, to be honest. At 4,000 feet, let's actually lean out. Just lean out to about 75% mixture. That should be fine. Let's double check what's our heat in the cabin. Heat is still cool. Let's just turn the heat up a little bit more and turn the ventilation down a little bit. There we go. Cabin is cool but warming rapidly, so that's what we want to see. Okay, so what we want to do is now start thinking about the approach into Bergen. So we want to get that. We're going to come in 3-5 most assuredly. So that is the ILS for runway 35 at Bergen. That's heading 350, and beginning altitude of the glide is 2,500 feet. The frequency is 110.5, so let's put 110.5 in our nav. That's 110.50, enter. So when we're ready, I actually might as well just put that in now. So that's 110.5 in nav 1, and when we're ready we can flick over to radio navigation, from GPS to radio navigation. That should bring our navigation N1 gauge into life. So I hit 112 knots ground speed with a headwind. That's better than I thought. See if he's going to hand us off to anyone soon. Yeah. Alright, so you can see our path. He gave us direct to Karmøy VOR. Actually, this is the zone for Stavanger, so we might get over to Karmøy VOR before he even gives us off to someone else. Oh, completely in a raining cloud right now. So yeah, folks. So I don't know how loud the engine is for you folks. So I might just turn it down a little bit extra, just in case it's a bit too loud and my voice isn't getting through to you enough. So yeah, it's been a while since I've made a video on the channel. There's been things going on, of course. The last huge lump of videos I did was on the Constellation, doing the
Lima November Tango Echo, pushing Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, proceed stod viewer.
Proceed direct to stored VOR for Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. Activate. Bam. He's giving me a direct route. Good. What was I saying? So, yeah, the constellation videos, they were fun, they were adventurous. We went boldly where no man has gone before, for the glory of the Dutch Empire. Yeah, but post that, I've just been trying to catch up with a PPL video. I've got the next PPL video in the works, and but I haven't done a general video in quite a long time. And I saw that there was full ATC on right now, so I thought there's no reason why I shouldn't be making a video. I've got a little bit of time, but yeah, my hours at work are strange. My morning shifts are 5 AM to 1 PM, and then afternoon shift is 1 PM to 9 PM, and then the night shifts, if I do any of those, is 9 PM to the following 5 AM. So yeah, life is interesting, but the new job has been a lot of fun. Been learning a lot about airfields. I work on a military air force base, and I have a lot of fun because I get to drive around the taxiways and runway and talk to the ground frequency, and that's a lot of fun. So, and I get to see all of the nice military aircraft going about their business. But yeah, so I'm going back up to Norway again at the end of this month to do some extra filming work and multimedia work for some friends. So that's coming up. So I might post maybe a little unofficial video at that time, just to show you what I'm getting up to, and maybe some coverage on my channel of those people I'm doing work for. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and yeah. Not much else really going on other than just the daily grind of life, really, and I just have to do my best to try and remember to keep up with the channel. The channel is over 5,000 people now, as you can see, 5,244, so thank you very much everyone for your support still. Please send me ideas for what you want to see, because there's over 5,000 of you now. Tell me, do you like the PPL series that's beginning? Do you want to see more kinds of videos on certain things? What do you think of the first look video for Innsbruck? Do you think you want more of that content that's much more location based than what I've been doing? Because I kind of hop around different locations and different aircraft every now and then. Some people have said after the Innsbruck video that they'd love to see me fly the Constellation into Innsbruck in IFR, in IMC, with radio navigation, with no GPS or anything. That would be a lot of fun, with full ATC, if Innsbruck will offer me, if VATSIM will offer me full ATC, but who knows. It's just about picking your time, or your the time that you're on. But yeah, so let me know what you guys want to see more of. And I will always endeavour to be more frequent with my videos. It's really a lot of the time just about being in the right mind frame and just getting off my backside. And whenever I have time off, usually I have time off from work. Whenever I come home in the evening and I'm actually just really tired, I just want to sit and do something easy and something that's doesn't require the preparation that one of these videos does. The other game that I was featuring a long time ago on my channel was Naval Action. That unfortunately is kind of slipped away from development. The developers aren't really doing anything much more with that beyond what I've already shown. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing any videos of that. I was thinking I used to do a lot of combat aviation. That's what I used to get into. So I might feature some IL-2 videos or some DCS modern combat videos once I learn how to actually fire a missile from my jet. I've learned the radar systems, but I haven't physically been able to find out how to launch a missile from my F-15. It's highly frustrating, but yeah. So I have a feeling he might hand me directly off to. Yeah, he might hand me directly off to Bergen approach, and if he does, I've got to be ready for the 1-2-1. So he might hand me off to Stavanger. Bergen control. What is that called? Stavanger control or Bergen Stavanger control? So he might hand me off to Stavanger control 126.5 or Bergen approach 121. So whenever he tells me where I'm going, I hit COM2 and then switch it into standby if it's Bergen. So yeah, all going well so far. Still holding at 0 degrees Celsius, so not going any lower, which is okay. Scenery is lovely, utterly gorgeous, and we have 800 megabytes of VAS left. I really do look forward to P3D version 4, where
November Foxtrot Tango Echo, contact Flesland approach frequency 1210.
that is contact Flesland approach 12100. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. Okay, so that is. Oh, actually, no, it's not that. It's COM2, and then like that. Flesland approach. Good evening, Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo with you. Altitude 4,000 feet. Inbound Sierra Tango Delta. Did that?
Lima November Fox Tango Echo, Flesland approach. Hello, identified 4,000 feet. Continue inbound storage VI.
Thank you. Continue inbound stored VOR for Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. Excuse me. Right. So yeah. So we didn't go over to Stavanger control, but we did have Stavanger control ready to go if that's who we were handed off to, and that's very much part of flying online.
I'm going to expect vector ILS runway 35.
I expect vectors for ILS runway 35 for Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. Okay, so he's going to give me vectors for 35. That's fine. I was expecting that. It's all good. So yeah, so flying on VATSIM is very much about being prepared for something that you think is going to happen, or you're pretty certain is going to happen, but you never know, because most of the time it will change and it will be something different that's happening. So you need to just always be on the ball and ready for something that might happen. So now we're on 12100. We know that the next person he will hand us off to, so we're now on Bergen approach, next person he'll hand us off to is Bergen Tower, which is 1191. So let's put 1191 in COM2 standby, like so. And that's how we know as soon as he vectors us into the ILS and hands us off to Tower, we just hit standby, and that brings Tower from standby COM2 into active COM2. He's going to give us some descent instructions first, though, I think. Let's just update where we are. That's fine. About halfway in between the two now. Yep, we can see. Inbound stored. Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. Inbound stored. VOR. There's Torp over there. That's where I'm going at the end of this month. Sandefjord. It's a very nice place. I've got to make a video from Notodden. I still haven't actually used that scenery in a video yet, so I've got to use Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo over at Notodden and do an offset ILS. But there's very rarely ATC over in that section of Norway. I think there is right now. Oslo control. It's a control area. I think I wouldn't want to do that on a busy night, because he's probably got all of the traffic coming in and out of Gardermoen. So I'd have to do it on a night like tonight, where he's there, but he doesn't have much to do. So he would. Oh look, there's a Wizz Air Airbus going out of Torp. So I'd have to do it on a night where he's not terribly busy. So we've got an SAS coming out of Stavanger inbound to Bergen. We've got that 737-900 is now departing inbound to Helsinki. The DC-3 is still inbound and will definitely get in before he does. There's a 737 SAS inbound to Stavanger from where's that? Is that Stansted? No, it's Heathrow. As Trondheim. Airsoft is updating as Trondheim Scenery Varenes. I'm just going to slaughter all of the Norwegian pronunciations here. Airsoft is updating its scenery for that airport for P3D version 3, so when that comes out I will be all over that. I should do some Videre-8 shared cockpit flights with people on the channel. I need Durka. Durka, where are you? Durka? Where are you in my life? We need to connect, man. You know, we've just been apart too long. This isn't good. What is that weird artifact going on? That's not me, is it? No. Oh, that was just the cloud. So, yep, everything's going well. Speed is still good. Temperature is 0 degrees still. Ground speed 117, still very good. My RPM is 2400. That's fine. I'm just firewalled my throttle basically. Oh, and I can see my autopilot is putting in left aileron. Look at that. So that's a pretty strong 10 knot crosswind from the left hand side for the autopilot to be putting in that much. Even though it is May, I still feel it is probably pretty cold, and it's been raining constantly, so that's no fun. Okay, so once we get to Stord, we've got not very far until Bergen, so got to be careful there. But we've got our frequencies ready and good to go. While we're here, let's just bring up a cheeky NDB. BTA is 336. So let's come down here to let's put in 336. That should snap into life. Oh no, we have to put it into active. There we go. And that is showing us direct to this.
Approach Python 16, taking in level 2304.140 direct scope. Python 16, clear to operate in custard. Block level flight level -0 to flight level 140. Sola broadcast sport flight level 9 block level 140 and 17 to 10 miles radius about 3 kilometers. Python 16.
Oh, Python 16.
Python 16,
Is that an F-16?
10 miles radius.
Are you serious? Is that a legit F-16 on VATSIM? Python 16 makes sense. That's ridiculous. I didn't actually listen to his proper transmission, so I don't know if he's inbound or not to Bergen. It sounds like, if he's talking to Bergen at approach, it sounds like he's coming into Bergen. That's going to be cool. So we've got a DC-3 from the left and an F-16 from the right. So all we need now is the Wright brothers in their little flapty flop and the Concorde, and we should be complete. Oh, and the Voyager spaceship, the Voyager shuttle. Can't forget that. Once we get all those, we should be complete. Nice little afternoon shooting the ILS at Bergen in all those different aircraft. That'd be cool. This scenery, though, is legit. It's one thing I love about flight sim. I mean, in all its complexity and all its real-worldness and all of its jargon and layers of knowledge and understanding that you build when trying to do it properly, the most enjoyable thing sometimes is just looking out the window. I mean, most of the reason why people fly in real life is just the love of pure flight and looking out the window anyway. That is what gets us all hooked.
Approach 516, you can start a technical frequency with monitor your frequency all the time.
What did he say?
Last station calling again?
Yes, please. We want to hear as well.
516, you can start a tactical and will monitor your frequency all the time. 516.
516, frequency just approved.
Oh, 516.
516.
Who is that? There's no one called 516 or something. I don't know. Anyway. So inbound stored 8.4 nautical miles and inbound, yeah. He is coming in 16,000 feet. One 013. Yeah, so there's not that much to see right now, but what is that?
Lima America, continue present heading.
Continue present heading, Lima Tango Echo. Right, so I'm pretty sure he meant basically come off of nav, and well, I'm going to stay on nav for the moment, but he's just continue present heading, so he's getting me ready to begin vectoring me for some reason. But I hope he gives me the ILS. I'm pretty sure he should give me the ILS because I'm IFR, so I'll just deny him if he are. Oh yeah, he's descending. Lost 3,000 feet in that short space of time. He's off to my right hand side. I should see him on, well actually no, I wouldn't see him on TCAS because he's too high to actually be a conflict, I think. If I go over to traffic, yeah, there he is. That's yeah, look, Python 16 descending. He's 8,700 feet above me. That's really cool that the GTN 750 even has call signs and everything. Yep. So he's just appeared. Yeah, he's just kept flying over the stored VOR. 8,000 feet above me. I can't. Oh, yep, there he is. Lockheed Martin F-16. Bam, 5 nautical miles above me. That is cool. I've never flown. Yep. Is that weird? I know what that is. That white poofy stuff behind me is supposed to be the cloud effect going past my window, but for some reason it's down there and it's not where it should be. That's just weird. Anyway. Right, I kind of want to actually see if I can add a view. New view. Here we go. Air traffic. F-16 Python. Oh, now that's cool. I'm going to close it though, because undock window. I'm so going to close that though, because that is a huge invitation for P3D to crash, and I really don't want it to crash right now. That's going to be fun. Right, so he's 7,900 feet above. So that's cool. 11,000 feet. He's definitely descending. He's probably trying to come into Bergen as well. Whoa. Bit of lagginess. 680 megabytes of VAS left. That's fine. I can buy that. .2 F16. I want an F16. I actually downloaded some free scenery for Lakenheath American Air Force Base, which is actually where I work, and it's very accurate to real life, actually. And if I could get a fighter into P3D and with TAC Pack, might actually be able to do some modern day air combat in the P3D world, which would be really cool. I mean, DCS is better for modern combat, but DCS is some randomly obscure place in, I don't know, somewhere. I don't know where it is. Yeah, you see that massive poof of cloud behind me? That's just ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to flick over to heading, because he said maintain current heading, not maintain. I said heading. Why are you going that way? No. What? Yeah, okay, fine. And he's just circling around me like some huge vulture. Look at that! Now he's climbing. He's hunting me. He is literally hunting me, and he's getting closer. I am being hunted by an apex predator online. I don't like it. Help! I'm literally just getting hunted by an F-16. He's probably someone who, I don't know, someone who just wants to screw with me because I'm probably making, he probably thinks I'm making a YouTube video or something. I don't know. Anyway. He's literally just circling me. Come on, mate. Come on. You gotta come down and land with me. None of this stupid stuff. None of this fooling around. Yeah. He did one circle around the VOR, but I have a feeling it was around me, not the VOR, because he hasn't descended or anything. Anyway. Right, so sometime soon he's going to give me permission to descend, I hope. And, yeah. I have the distinct impression that I am being watched from above. And it's a little bit unnerving. Yeah, look at my autopilot putting in that aileron control. That's a blustery sidewind there. Yeah, he's just circling 11,000 feet. As you do. In an F-15. F-16, sorry. Okay, so... yeah, I'm fairly close. Let's just see what's going on. Oh, there's an outbound SAS. Lovely. To, Torp, to Sonderfjord. Very nice. Oh, I do love the scenery down here. The one thing I've done with Orbex Vector is I've turned off all of the like roads, golf courses, all of the smaller details so that I don't have massive ooms all the time. But when we get P3D version 4 going on, with 64-bit and unlimited VAS, I will crank up all of my scenery. I'll just load it all up, install everything, and just start testing all over again. See how much I can crank up and get away with it. I'm hoping it's going to be a completely oomless experience, but it's going to be weird having a P3D that having a flight simulator that is oomless. That's definitely going to be very strange. I might get quite lonely and quite sad that there's no more ooms. I might have to go back every now and then just to experience the woe and sorrow of the oom. Oh, actually no, he's hanging around over there still. He's behind me. Yeah, so he might actually just be. He might have just been circling around the VOR all along. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He's just randomly flying around. Yeah, so I'm getting close to the next ATC zone, which is probably tower fairly soon. Look, I mean that's the end of the localizer right there, into 3.6. So, yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Yes, we've got Gardermoen and Trondheim on, which is nice. I need to go visit Tromsø more. I need to do more Norwegian flying in general. I always say this, but it's like I always stick to. I mean, these days, whenever I'm doing life stuff like work, I'll most likely stick on a long haul route and fly 747 or 777 or something like that. And generally, I stick to the more international legs. I don't really do as much local stuff as you might actually think, just because it involves actually a bit more. You know, the big international legs, I'll actually just set an aircraft up, take off, hit autopilot and let it cruise for like 12.
Echo descend 3,000 feet, turn right 10 degrees, cleared ILS runway 35.
Descend to 3,000 feet, turn right 10 degrees and cleared for the ILS 35, Lima, November, Foxtrot, Tango, Echo. Okay, so descend to 3,000 feet. And bring the throttle back. So 3,000 feet, he said turn right 10 degrees. So we are currently on 315, so 3.6 basically. That's like 1 degrees. Seriously, why is the autopilot putting in so much left aileron? Constantly. It's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, so cleared ILS 35. So you can see now the ILS has come in. Let's just hit that. So now we've hit VLOC, which is our radio navigation. Okay, got a couple of 100 feet to go before 3,000. And he said cleared ILS 35. So I'm not sure if cleared ILS 35 means I'm able to deviate from my current heading and lock onto the localizer. Oh no, I think it is actually. I think when someone clears you for the ILS, you're actually able to deviate. Yeah, you're actually able to deviate once the localizer comes in. If he's cleared you for the ILS 35, that means that fly this current heading that I've given you, and once you come up to the localizer, you are cleared to engage it. Once I've engaged it, I call him back and I say, localizer alive, or no, localizer captured. Yeah, and with the 5 knot left-hand crosswind, I am actually going to drift onto the localizer very gently, so I don't need to really make any other adjustment there. It's a lovely ship. I have the ship's AI package, so I get nice freighters down there, going various different places. I'd like to know where they will come and go from. Maybe if Flight Simulator gets so detailed in the future, they can actually do a ship simulator within Flight Simulator. That would be cool. Okay, so localizer alive. Well, I'll say localizer established. ILS, yeah. Localizer captured for Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo.
Yeah, Lima November Echo compact Flesland Tower 119.1. So
119.1. Thank you very much. Good evening, Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. Okay, this is where it gets crazy. So I'm going back to heading hold, you silly thing. What? You stupid thing. Right, this is where I'm going to fly it manually. Flesland Tower, Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, with you established 3-5. There is a...
Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, Flesland Tower, god kväll, winds 25 centimeters, 5 knots, runway 35, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 35 for Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo, thank you. There is a distinct left-hand pull on this. I don't know what it's come from. I do not like that. That's not a fuel imbalance. Both my fuel tanks are the same level. My flaps are up. Oh. Yeah, it is quite turbulent. I don't know why that's doing that. That's so weird. Maybe my joystick isn't calibrated properly. Well, no, it should be, because that's center. It is that center right there, but I'm having to pull it. So I don't know what that is. Okay, this is... I need to do this properly. Okay, I might as well actually just keep the throttle at 75%, or else I'll never get there. Oh, why is that doing that? Why is that doing that? I don't know, and when I don't know what the aircraft is doing, that's a bad thing. Okay, I'll have to try and figure that out when I land. Why the aircraft is wanting to pull over to the right-hand side. Surely it's not a... No, it's not a weight and balance issue. It doesn't cause that much of a discrepancy. And it's definitely not my joystick calibration. I don't like that. I didn't have it when I took off. Definitely didn't have it when I took off. I didn't feel that at all when I climbed out, so that's going to be weird. Okay. Despite this issue, we are having a fairly stable approach from this point. Let's just have a look what's going on over at Bergen. There's the SAS. Let's just reset the camera. And let's just... I think I'm going to do a flaps up landing. Just because. And there's no ground controller on. So that's the next chart that we're going to want. 500 feet. Okay, this is where I begin slowing down because I'm way too fast. Is it trim? Has it trimmed it that way? Surely not. Did I trim it that way? Maybe some of my trim controls are messed up, and when I've been pushing buttons, it's trimmed my aircraft this way. Ah, I'll have to check whenever I land. Okay. Okay. Focus on landing. Yeah, that's 80 knots.
Power walk Scandinavian 286 stand to 854 to flight move on we have
Scandinavian 286, Flesland Tower, go Kvel, Character Garden 1, go Cub 1, Delta departure, initial climb 4,000 feet, squawk 6411.
Good touchdown, I like it. Just do some braking.
Zero Flesland 1, go Cub 1 Delta, initially 4,000 feet and squawk 6411.
Scandinavian 286, free by correct.
Okay, let's just vacate by the next taxiway. Let's turn off the strobe and the nav light and the landing light. And we are vacating via Alpha Sierra. Or no, Alpha 5.
Tango Echo, welcome to Flesland, taxi Charlie Whiskey to technical air.
Taxi Charlie Whiskey to parking Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo. Charlie Whiskey. Let's just zoom in here. Alpha 5, Charlie Whiskey. Okay. So we're on Charlie right now. That's the VFR hold sign, the VFR hold line, and that's the wigwam lights there. So it's just taxi straight and then left onto the next one up, which is Whiskey to technical apron, he said. I remember that's what he said. So let's just turn left here. Well, all in all, folks, that was a fantastic little flight. Fairly short, fully staffed on ATC. Not a massive amount of traffic, but yeah, a nice afternoon, evening flight. So yeah. Someday, I think maybe my next video I'll try and get a proper busy airport to fly in or out of. But I'll do it maybe in the 182 or something that's a little bit faster. Maybe I'll do it via VFR. I'll do it properly VFR. Okay, so this is the technical apron, and it is left or right here. Oh, yep, look at that. There's my discrepancy right there. One of my flaps wasn't working. That's why I should have checked both. I remember, before taking off, checking my left-hand flap. But I didn't swivel around and check the right-hand flap. Okay, let's just stop here. Okay, so Lima November Foxtrot Tango Echo shutting down at technical ramp. Thank you very much for ATC, and good evening.
Lima Tango Echo, thanks for flying. Good evening, bye-bye.
Okay, so I'm just going to go back to just going to put in random Unicom channel. Okay, I'm going to set my parking brake now, as I know that I won't be talking on radio anymore. So, right, so let's just jump. Well, first let's extend the flaps fully. And raise them fully, so we can see there's a discrepancy there, pretty big, and that's probably what was creating That was probably what was creating the drag. The extra drag on the left wing was causing it to turn. No, it was actually rolling in this direction. So why was it going the other way? Okay, never mind. All right, avionics off. Let's actually just go look at the checklist for this. Oh no, that's the end of the checklist. Okay, never mind. Let's just close. Let's just. Okay. Alright, so while we're here, let's turn the ignition off and turn the master off. And let's just pop in the control lock, and we can see definitely there that there's an issue. Let's go to our hangar. Yeah, left flap and left brake. So let's fix the flap and fix the brakes. Let's do an engine inspection. Yep, bam, left magneto. You can see, you heard earlier on whenever we started that it was choppy. You can see right there that it is definitely choppy. Let's do a compression test. Cylinders are okay, but what's going on there? But that left magneto definitely is a bit funky. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to leave it like that, because on my next video, when I next use Foxtrot Tango Echo, I will still be experiencing that magneto issue. But the flap issue is a bigger deal, so that's why I've left it like that. So let's just do engine heater, tie downs, wheel chocks, pitot cover, and finally empty plane. So at that point, ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching. Let's just see what's happening there. Let's just see what's happening on VATSIM, if anyone else is coming in soon. Yeah, well, the DC3. Let's go see if we can actually see the DC3. Now that we've finished the BFL 1518. Has it? Oh, it doesn't have a DC3 skin. Oh, that's annoying. Let's go see the F16 anyway. Let's go see him. Views, change view. Oh, fantastic. We just exit. Yeah. What is he doing? Is he just patrolling or something? Let's go to the SAS. He's just pushed back. And he's ready to go. Whoop, there we go. Okay, folks, so thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. I hope to get some more videos out sooner rather than later. As I say, I've begun production on the next PPL video, and I hope to do a pretty high intensive VFR video with some traffic. So I might actually pop over to my old friends who haven't seen me in a long time at Kicks VFR Club to see if I can join in one of their events. So yeah, thank you very much for joining, folks, and I'll catch you next time.